We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Boston Red Sox and the Detroit Tigers. Tigers baseball comes your way next. At the plate, Gerald Hayden. Yesterday, he really carried the team as he drove in 3 of the team's 4 runs. Here comes the first pitch. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Man, you smoked that thing. Atta boy, good job.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
Fowler on second. Hayden is over at first with 1 away.
Pitch and drive it, kid. Here you go.
Runner's on his way to third. And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
He's definitely stumbled out of the starting blocks here in the first, giving up a couple of base knocks and that walk. First innings are often some of the toughest for a starting pitcher.
Coming to the plate now, Ryan Jorgensen, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Esturis onto the grass. He can't get there as it falls in. Throw to second will be in time, but the run's going to come in and score.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. Red Sox settle for just the 1. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Boston's out in front, 1-0. Next for the Tigers, Brandon Zuniga. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first.
Zuniga.
Soft liner to the left side, but little trouble handling this one down there at third, as that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They still trail 1-0. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, these conditions aren't really ideal for baseball right now, but I am hearing that they're expected to improve as the game progresses. The grounds crew told me between innings that the field's in good shape. They're going to continue to work on keeping it dry, but we should be in for more favorable weather later in the game.
Next up for Detroit, Gary Gordon. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Gary Gordon.
A 1-1. Bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And he will not have a play behind him. It's an infield single. New inning set to get underway, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Gerald Hayden.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Hayden, a switch hitter that stands in at an even 6 feet tall. Leads all American League third baseman in All-Star voting coming into today, so it looks very likely at least he'll be on the AL squad, if not starting.
Yeah, Matty, not surprised this guy is on the top of the All-Star game voting, but you have to take a step back. This is being voted on by the fans, so I can't imagine how he feels to be voted in by his fans to start in the All-Star game right now.
Number 33.
Digging in, Robert Nugent. He drew a walk his first time up. In there, now the throw. way late, and he's in there easily at second.
We all know this team is struggling right now. They're on a losing streak, so when that's the case, sometimes you need to be a little bit more aggressive and try to put some pressure on your opponents. Stolen bases are a good way of doing that, so we'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for him right now.
Line toward the alley in left center, and that's in there. Base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's a 3-0 game.
Well, last time this guy had some success, but he can't seem to get it going here. In fact, he's given up more hits in this one than he did his entire last outing. And we're only in the 3rd inning.
Next up for the Red Sox, Gerald Hayden. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. First offering on its way. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder coming in. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Striding in once again, Gerald Hayden. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Looking up is the center fielder. And that one is gone! So a solo shot here to left center field. 29 home runs for him on the year, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride this wave as long as he can.
Digging in and looking for more, Gerald Hayden. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. Unbelievable! A home run. I don't believe what I just saw. I don't believe what I just saw. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, his second of the game, as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. So that was the 3rd home run for these guys today.
D-Rose, some days the fellas walk in with their hitting shoes on, and this looks like one of those games.
Yeah.
So striding forward now, Gerald Hayden, and their runners at the corners now.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheelhouse. What you want to do with this guy is move the ball from the belt up to get him to chase something that maybe he'll pop up in the infield.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Get your pitch.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Line drive to left.
Nice rip.
And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
Ready once again, Robert Nugent. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arm.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Red Sox are out in front, 12-1. Into the box now, Miguel Colon. 2 out, nobody on.
Miguel Colon.
And gets this one down. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Yeah, and they know this is going to be a tough stretch on the road. To win the first game of a series has got to feel pretty good. Something to build on for tomorrow.
12-5 is the final in this ball game. The Red Sox scored 12 times en route to a win tonight. Brock Burke earns the win, his second. Harvey Bennett couldn't work out of the 3rd inning, taking the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.